Have you ever stood in the sweetener aisle, holding a bottle of honey in one hand and a packet of stevia in the other, wondering, which one is actually better for me? I've been there too. And trust me, it's not a simple answer, because both stevia and honey come with their own pros and cons. But let me break it down for you in the simplest way possible, so you can finally decide which one deserves a spot in your kitchen. Let's start with stevia. This sweetener comes from the leaves of a plant, and what's crazy is, it's 0 calories. That's right. You can sweeten your coffee or tea, and it won't add a single calorie to your day. That's a huge win if you're trying to lose weight or cut back on sugar. Plus, stevia doesn't raise your blood sugar levels, which makes it a go-to for people with diabetes or anyone watching their glucose. And because it's super sweet, like 200 to 300 times sweeter than sugar, you only need a tiny bit. But here's the thing, stevia is processed. Even though it starts from a natural plant, what ends up in those little packets or bottles often goes through a lot of refining. And some people say it has a weird aftertaste, kind of bitter or metallic, especially if you use too much. Now, let's talk honey. Unlike stevia, honey does have calories, about 64 per tablespoon, but it also comes packed with antioxidants, enzymes, and small amounts of vitamins and minerals. Real raw honey has antibacterial properties and can even soothe a sore throat or cough. So while it's not sugar-free, it brings a little more nutritional value to the table compared to white sugar or artificial sweeteners. The catch with honey? It still raises your blood sugar. It's natural, yes, but your body processes it much like it does sugar. So if you're managing diabetes or insulin resistance, honey might not be your best everyday choice. So which is better, stevia or honey? Well, it depends on your goals. If you're trying to cut calories and sugar completely, stevia is probably your best friend. But if you're looking for something more natural, less processed, and don't mind a bit of sugar, raw honey is a solid pick. In the end, the better option is the one that fits your lifestyle. You don't have to choose one forever. You might use stevia for your morning coffee and drizzle a little honey on your yogurt at night. The key is being mindful and not overdoing it with either. So next time you're debating in the sweetener aisle, you'll know exactly what to reach for and why. Because when you understand what's behind your food choices, even the little things like sweeteners start to make a big difference.